What if fear wasn't just a feeling, but a tool? In this video, I will show how the elite use fear to control what you think, how you act, and what you believe. Politics, media, even your social circles, it's all by design. Once you see how it works, you'll never trust the news or your own thoughts the same way again. Fear rules more than you realize. It's the invisible leash that keeps millions in line without a fight. Let's begin. Fear isn't new. Leaders have been using it forever. But now, it's more than just fear of war or punishment. It's woven into politics, media, even social groups. It's everywhere. It's designed to keep you guessing, doubting, and most of all, obedient. Let's start with the basics. Fear triggers a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's your emotional alarm system, designed to keep you safe from danger. When fear lights up your amygdala, your brain switches from thinking mode to survival mode. Logic takes a back seat. That's the key. However, when people are scared, they don't question orders. They don't rebel. They follow. That's why fear is the perfect tool for control. In 1961, psychologist Stanley Milgram ran a chilling experiment. Volunteers were told to deliver electric shocks to another person whenever they answered questions wrong. The shocks weren't real, but the volunteers didn't know that. Over 60% followed orders up to dangerous levels, just because an authority figure told them to. This is obedience under fear in action. And it doesn't just happen in labs. It happens in politics all the time. Think about fear-driven campaigns that push threats like terrorism or economic collapse. These messages hit your amygdala. They make you anxious and uncertain. Then leaders offer simple solutions. Obey these laws, support these policies, and you'll be safe. The illusion? You think you're choosing safety. But really, you're trading freedom for comfort. You're giving up power to someone else because fear hijacked your brain. Media plays a huge role too. Constant headlines screaming crisis, danger, disaster. The more scared you are, the more you click. The more you click, the more fear they feed you. It's a vicious cycle. Social groups aren't immune. Fear of exclusion, rejection, or judgment keeps people from speaking out or acting independently. Want to be part of the group? Then toe the line. No questions asked. This is called social conformity. It's powerful because humans are wired to belong. The pain of being an outsider often feels worse than the fear itself. So what's the problem? The problem is simple. When fear controls your choices, freedom dies. You become a puppet without strings, moving only as you're told. But here's the twist. Understanding fear triggers helps you spot when someone's trying to use them again. Here's the trick the elite don't want you to know. The illusion of choice is just that, an illusion. Real control happens when you don't realize you're being controlled. Studies show that when people think they have a choice, even a fake one, they comply more easily. It's called reactance theory. You fight harder when you feel forced. But when you think you chose to comply, you relax and obey. This is why political messaging offers two options that both lead to the same result. It's a classic control move called false dilemma. No matter who wins, the system stays the same. Want to break free? Start questioning what fear they're feeding you. Ask, who benefits from this fear? What are they asking me to give up? Is this really about my safety or their power? Here's where psychology meets real-world power. Point 2. Remember the Milgram experiment. The real lesson wasn't just obedience. It was how authority figures use fear and the promise of order to control masses. That's why the elite keep power concentrated. Because when fear is their tool, they need obedient followers, not free thinkers. Media manipulation, political scare tactics, social pressure, all feed this system. But it's not just about fear itself. It's how fear is framed. Fear paired with urgency forces quick decisions. When you feel rushed, your brain can't think critically. This is called the scarcity principle in psychology. Scarcity of time or options makes you more likely to grab whatever they offer, even if it's bad for you. So, next time you see headlines screaming, "Act now," or "This is urgent," know that's designed to shut down your thinking. The climax here? The biggest fear trigger the elite use isn't bombs or crime stats. It's uncertainty. Uncertainty messes with your brain's need for control. It creates anxiety and opens the door for obedience. When you don't know what's coming, you'll grab onto anything that seems stable, even if it costs you freedom. That's why they keep the public guessing. Conflicting news, changing rules, unpredictable threats. It's all on purpose. It keeps you off balance. Now, what's the summary? Fear is a powerful weapon, but knowledge is your shield. Recognize when fear is being used to manipulate you. Question the sources and motives behind the fear. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and most of all, stay calm. Control starts with breaking free from fear's grip. Watch this videos to learn more dark tactics. Thanks for watching.